put Sunday behind them and now lock in their focus on their next opponent. A trip to the Rose City provides the backdrop for a Tuesday night showdown with the Portland Trailblazers. We welcome you inside the Moda Center here in downtown Portland, Oregon. A happy game day to you, gang. Little late tip, but that's all right. Grab a cup of coffee, staying up all night long to watch the Suns and the Blazers. I got the smooth shooter, Eddie Johnson. I'm Kevin Ray. We'll check in here shortly with Amanda Pflugrad. Well, the Suns win streak at 5, so close to being at 6, and Dillon Brooks had a lot to do with it. Over the last 2 games, he has been absolutely on fire.
It's been amazing. He really has. And again, a lot of guys can get the green light after not having it for a number of years, and they don't really, fess up to what they should be. This guy did. He has done it over the last 2 games. I mean, he is playing lights out. I mean, that's George Gervin type stuff. I mean, where did that come from? I mean, he is so excited to have the freedom to score. He's doing it on top defenders like Jalen Johnson and having a good time doing it.
Yeah, and there's no reason that it can't continue. Maybe not 30 points a night, but the opportunities, scoring opportunities, are going to be there because of his backcourt mate there named Devin Booker. Meanwhile, Villain Jr., Colin Gillespie, and Jordan Goodwin turned the screws to Atlanta. That massive third-quarter run we thought was going to be enough to get the win, but these two are finding a series vibe with one another on the floor.
I mean, Energizer bunnies, I would say. Not buddies, but they are buddies as well, too, because they get it done on the court. They play extremely well together, and they are not afraid to make the tough shot, to break a play, even with Devin and Dillon on the floor. That's what you need around you, guys with confidence, and both of these guys have extreme confidence.
Yeah, Jordan Goodwin back in Phoenix, and clearly he has a love for the fan base, a love for his new teammates, and this offensive and defensive system. Meanwhile, here in Portland, got off to a hot start. Of course, kind of a tumultuous start with Chauncey Billups, of course, being suspended indefinitely as the head coach. Tiago Splitter has taken over. 4-2 start, have dropped 4 of the last 5, and they've been ravaged by injuries.
Yeah, I mean, not easy to go through what they have gone through. But the one thing I can say is they're still coachable. They're very focused. They play hard. And you have to come out and play against this team if you want a victory, and especially here on this floor. But, yeah, they have gone through some tough times here lately. But, again, I applaud them for their professionalism and focusing and playing ball.
Yeah, Splitter did say before the game tonight, he says, I love this group. They're extremely coachable, and we just got to get healthy, and we'll be all right. Suns and Blazers set to go here tonight from the Moda Center. A memorable spot for a guy. He might be a Michigan guy, but Book does love the Rose City. Starting with the historic night here last season, vaulting to the top of the Suns scoring list. And only Michael Jordan has a higher average in Rip City than #1 Devin Armani Booker. Now he and the crew looking to get back that winning feeling and put another L in Blazers. Phoenix, Portland, tip it off next here on Arizona's Family Sports.
On the field, 43% deep and perfect at the line, 100%. That's crazy.
You couldn't tell anybody, any odds about it. FanDuel. I mean, the odds on that deal right there, that ain't gonna.
I said that's crazy, not he's crazy, right? Just I want to make sure everybody got that straight.
That's crazy.
Okay, perfect. All right.
He may be a titch off, too.
I don't want to get in any trouble. Not with him. Hornitos quote, he is not in trouble with Suns owner Matt Ishbia. He is ecstatic with his Culture Club leader, Dillon Brooks, culture setter, done an amazing job. He was targeted, him and Jalen Green, in the Durant deal. You know, it wasn't by luck that we got Dillon Brooks. Dillon is a stud. He's a dog. He's exactly what we define as our identity here. And I know you're a big Culture Club guy. Lead singer for Culture Club?
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, he kind of dresses funny.
Did you tell him? Did Mark Goldberg tell you?
I knew it. It was on the tip
You
of my
did
tongue.
not know? No
I
cheating,
did know
Goldie.
that. Culture Club.
Boy George.
Boy Jordan.
And once again, I did not compare Boy George to Dillon Brooks.
Then why are you bringing it up?
I don't want to get in trouble. I just told you.
FanDuel Sportsbook. Play your game. Michelob Ultra. Superior light beer. Fry's Food Stores. Fresh for everyone. And by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Achieve legendary status. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
A cool 47-degree night here in downtown Portland, Oregon, as we welcome you inside the Moda Center And count you down to the Suns and the Trailblazers. Let's take a look at our Hero Bread starting lineups. First off with the home team, the Blazers come in with a record of 6-7. It'll be a different starting lineup tonight, with the exception of Denny Avdia, Caden Sharp, Kamani Kamara. Chris Murray gets his first start of the season, and Donovan Clingan, the big man in the middle. For the Suns, it'll be Devin Booker, the four-time All-Star Dillon Brooks, Ryan Dunn, Royce O'Neal, and the big man in the middle for the Suns, Mark Williams. And speaking of Devin Booker, Amanda Pflugrad, it's got to be the shoes.
Well, Devin Booker is debuting his second signature shoes, both the Phoenix and the Rising. And the low-profile design is inspired by skateboarding, vintage cars, and also just classic Nike sportswear. And talking to Book about the process of designing the shoe and what this moment means to him, he said it's been a wonderful process. I've enjoyed every step of it. I love the ones so much, and I don't want to let it go. I fell in love with the Book shoes, and we have a lot more stories to tell. It's a silhouette that can be worn both on the streets and on the court. Now, to close the chapter on the Book ones, Devin wore the torched editions earlier during warm-ups to signify the sun setting on the Book ones and the Phoenix rising with the Book twos.
Tell you what, I don't know, whenever his playing career wraps up, but you feel like he's got some, directorial skills as well. He's considering, just how heavily involved, and you love to see it, but it speaks to just kind of how Devin is wired. Like, if he's going to do it, I'm going all in.
Well, if he's going to do it, but also he's appreciative of the fact that they are doing this for him. So now you go earn it and help them sell shoes. And that's exactly what Devin has done since that combination has come together. Is he works hard at it, as he always does at anything that he does, especially basketball-wise.
Yeah, and I think the other really unique part, and really what stands out about it, is seemingly every version tells some sort of story from where he grew up to where he is now in Phoenix. Well, before we get this thing tipped off, let's take a look at our keys to the game, brought to you by your Valley Chevy dealers.
Forget about it. That was a tough loss against Atlanta, and you just can't carry it. You just move on. This is a long season. And with this Portland team, you might get some backdoor opportunities because they're going to be aggressive. They're going to overplay. They're going to get into passing lanes. They're going to try to get steals. And when that happens, you got to be really smart about it. Make them think that you're going to the ball, but go backdoor. I think the Suns can get a number of opportunities tonight just to take away their aggression.
Yeah, and really, when you consider the injury situation now, as we learned about 30 minutes ago that Jeremy Grant will not play tonight due to illness. So they already came in shorthanded. But in a lot of ways, this will present an opportunity for Phoenix to just stay focused on what they are supposed to be doing, not who's wearing jerseys at the other end of the floor.
Well, when you're playing well, you don't pay attention too much to the team on the other side. You just feel like if you do what you need to do, then you're going to have success. And that's exactly how they need to be, especially on the road.
There you see Dillon Brooks. Guy has just been so instrumental in setting the tone in practice, setting the tone certainly on game night.
He doesn't take nights off. And when he senses that guys may be a little fatigued, then he comes out even more aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, and look, his teammates, starting with Devin Booker, have appreciated that. As you see Jordan Ott, another opportunity for his team to rebound and recalibrate, if you will. Get back into the win column. And I think, it's the other thing that has served this team well. We've talked about it a little bit, but Jordan Ott's temperament in game and post game and certainly in practice.
Well, that's what's really caught me. I've had a ton of coaches in my life, and I was really appreciative of the coaches and responsive to the ones that had that look about them. No nonsense look, but didn't really fall with what was going on the court. If you made a mistake, you didn't see the look on their face. And he has a stoic nature about him, which I think really helps this young team.
Here you see interim coach Tiago Splitter, 40 years of age. Tons of playing experience. Handful of years as an assistant coach with the Nets and the Rockets. He was head coach Paris basketball. Stands out his distinguished playing time of the Spurs 2014. Captured a championship. Booker gets a screen from Williams. Kamara giving chase. Suns reverse it. Sets up in the opening lane. Drops it off inside to Williams. Great ball movement.
It really is. And Williams does such a great job of just getting out of the way, but getting to a spot to receive the ball.
And great for him to get an early touch and bucket.
Yeah, and that's the part I think that it's going to grow. I mean, they're going to get used to making sure that he keeps his touches.
Murray driving baseline, drops it up to the big man. Mark Williams climbs the ladder and snatches that one away, but will score it as a goaltend.
Well, if you're going to goaltend, you got to make it like intimidating. You know, either do it that way or sling it up into the second row.
He just snatched that one away.
Oh, look at that. That palmed the ball like that.
Playing in 7-3 as Brooks being harassed defensively by Murray, as we know, to getting the first start of the season tonight.
Murray's going to wear down if he keeps picking him up that far.
Williams working on the 7'3" big man, gets inside and will get the early foul. And clearly the Suns recognizing something with Clingan. 7'3", but the footwork may not be there, so they're trying to attack him early.
Well, yeah, and Mark has the ability to really get him in foul trouble quickly.
Free throws here for the Suns big man, as we'll take a look at the health update. Brought to you by Banner Health, official healthcare partner of the Phoenix Suns. Jalen Green making the trip here with the Suns, but it'll be a number of more weeks before we get any kind of clear runway for him. Grayson Allen making good progress, and you know, Scoot Henderson out.
Yeah.
No Jeremy Grant, no Drew Holiday. I mean, this team has really kind of, you know, they set the tone defensively as a drive inside, and that's the guy you got to try to keep a handle on as best you can, Shaedon Sharpe.
He's just too quick. If you allow him to get a step, his athleticism will put him right in the rim quickly.
Coming off a 36-point scoring night, and their loss at Dallas. Brooks working on Avdia, smothered from behind. Whistle and a foul. Going to get a clarification on the foul. Foul was on Avdia, not Kamara. Toumani Camara thought sure it was on him.
Yeah, and I think if it was, I still don't believe that Thiago Splitter would have challenged that. It's 10:35. I mean, you just can't be wasting your challenges this early.
Right. Brooks has been lights out of the free throw line this season. 94% misses on the first. Had just 3 attempts in that game the other night. 14 of 25 from the field, including 3 of 7 from downtown.
Ryan Dunn's got his work cut out. His job is to really slow down this guy with the ball.
Getting some help from others as Sharpe drawing the contact. That fadeaway no good as Royce O'Neal hands it off to Booker. Navigating with the defender, Kamara on him. Drives inside. Looks like we got some contact on the way to the basket, but they forced the miss. Avdia, touch pass Sharpe. Right wing 3 for Murray. Well, that's a welcome sight. He's only shot 24% on the season. Really has struggled from 3 throughout his young NBA career. And now we're going to get an offensive foul, it looks like, on Mark Williams. Our officiating crew tonight led by the veteran Mark Davis, Trey Maddox, and Brandon Schwab. Early 7-4 Portland advantage. First of 3 meetings between these two teams. Avdia on the drive. Hung up inside. Fighting for the loose ball rebound. And last touch by Avdia. Suns basketball.
Mark Williams really smart on that one. That was a quick second foul in the making. Avdia knowing that he needs to attack him, and he tried. Didn't work.
Royce O'Neal bringing the ball up. Avdia, now second year here in Portland, his career really taken off. Booker working baseline, draws a double team, drops it off in traffic to Williams, comes in with a jump hook, gets it up and over the outstretched hands of Donovan Clingan.
Yeah, and when he makes that move and he turns, no one's going to block it. I mean, he is literally looking down in the rim. And Clingan, as big as he is, he's not going to be able to jump that quick to get to it.
Clingan leads the NBA in offensive rebounds. Sharp gets a screen from his big man, drives inside, won't get it. Loose ball rebound, O'Neal. Suns in transition here. Royce stops, pulls, and hits. Good early sign for Rolls-Royce to knock down that first one.
It really is. And, you know, look, he shot the ball so well this year. You're going to have some bad nights.
Yeah, Sunday night was really the only game yet this season that he struggled. Just one made three. Obvious squares and fires. Won't get it. This is not a good three-point shooting team. They are 26th in the league as Brooks drives inside, switches to the left hand.
Nice gymnastic move from Dillon Brooks.
We've seen some unbelievable footwork and body movements from Dillon Brooks. That ball tipped out, last touched by Portland.
Royce O'Neal just saunters down the floor like he was in the park. No one guarded him. And then watch this move. Dillon gets fouled, I thought, but still the left hand.
Brooks gets a screen from Booker. Rolls back, got Murray on his hip. Swings it to O'Neal. Lines it up, knocks it down. Yeah, as we say, the way Royce has been shooting the ball this season, you knew it wasn't going to extend too much.
He's like the flu. As soon as he gets it, he has it for about 2 weeks.
Ryan Dunn lining up the slam, clinging there to knock it away, but then Mark Williams cleans it up, and it's a 12-0 Phoenix run and a Portland timeout with 7:54 to go here in the first.
Mark Williams getting off to a good start, and that is a good sign. That's okay, Ryan. We can call it a pass right to that guy for the slam.
Inside the Moda Center, it's time now for the Honeywell Aerospace StimStat. Look at the plus-minus leaders last week. Each and the Suns leading the way. This Suns department is, Nigel Hayes-Davis called them the fire department, and they have been ready every single time they've been called.
Yeah, I tell you, and trust me, teams are taking notice. Their substitutions are different just because of those guys and how productive they are.
Devin Booker getting into Toumani Camara defensively. Here is Sharp. Now gets a switch on the drive inside. Strong right hand.
Well, Devin, let him get to that right hand. You know, keep him on that left hand. He'll probably turn into a jump shooter.
Another Kentucky product. Sharp now in year 4. His 10th career 30-point game Sunday, but it came in a loss as Brooks getting the body into Sharp. You know, you look at Dillon, a little bit like Devin, he almost prefers to make just a little contact with the defender before the shot.
Well, it gives him his rhythm.
Avdia trying to drive past Brooks, he'll be whistled for the foul.
You know, some players just like to get hit before they shoot, right? And so it helps him get balance. You can tell he didn't lose his balance, but Sharp did. And so it's just how he likes to play.
It's kind of like our broadcast. I mean, you like to be hit before we, you know, so I try to, you know, find a good time right before we take here to
delicate
deliver a shot. Here at Davey Flower. Right wing. Sharp sets up the flyby. Can't connect. Done. Nice tap pass off to Booker. It's the one part of the game for Shaedon Sharp that still working on the 3-ball. Booker drives inside, puts him in the spin cycle. Can't get the roll that time. Sharp back and forth, kicks it out. Another 3-ball. And the Suns will give the 3-ball opportunities here tonight for this Portland team. As we mentioned, missing a couple of key guys. Jeremy Grant's among them, but they come in 26th in the league at 33% from beyond the arc.
Jeremy Grant, he's had some great games against the Suns.
I must say, he loves seeing the Suns, so you know he must be sick. Gillespie comes right up the bench, in and out. Williams grabbing the offensive glass. Back to Book. Squares, fires, off the mark. Caleb Love in the game. Blazers turn it over off the Brooks. Dillon glides inside, can't get the roll. And the rebound on the miss.
2-point blank layups in this game.
Sharp will pull it back outside now. Drive across. Love behind the strike. punches it home. All right, another Phoenix turnover. Quickly up the floor from the corner. That one off the mark. Offensive glass work for Portland. Clingan back across the floor. Long rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Blazers. Sharp will float it up inside to Clingan. He misses a point-blank shot. Suns missed it again. Well, you give him 4 opportunities, and Portland just kept hanging around. Finally found the basket. Timeout, Phoenix.
The ball bouncing the right way for the Blazers, and finally they get the dunk.
Always great to see Suns colors in the building here in Portland or wherever we go with the Suns in front 18-14. Hey, your Suns are back at Mortgage Matchup Center this weekend for a great 3-game homestand starting Friday, November 21st for another NBA Cup showdown against Ant-Man and the Minnesota Timberwolves. That'll be followed by thrilling matchups against the Spurs and Rockets November 23rd and 24th. Secure your seats today at suns.com/ticks. That father and son we saw there, we actually bumped into them earlier today.
Yeah, they were Nike.
Out of the Nike team store. They're from Seattle, but he said every time Phoenix is in town, whether it's once or twice as it is this year again, we make the trip up. So a great bonding experience for father and son.
I hope they got a trailer to get back home because his son was buying a lot of Nike stuff.
O'Neal, 3-ball corner pockets. Yeah, I believe there was 2 carts involved in that haul. So way to go, Dad. Royce O'Neal put that shooting slump from Sunday night quickly behind him as he has cashed in 3 of 3 for 9 early points.
And that's why you got to find him. When he gets this hot, he just doesn't miss. And, you know, he'll say, Eddie, I haven't missed all year.
Well, look, you figure Royce is kind of due. You know, Grayson had that game where he had the 10 threes. Grayson's not on the floor tonight, so you know he's going to have more 3-point FGAs available. And he's got the hot hand early as Mark Williams will sit down. Nick Richards checks in. Robert Williams, 8th-year big man out there on the floor for the Blazers as well. Nice drive and finish there for Caleb Love. Rookie out of the University of Arizona.
Blazers going to a zone.
Richards. They make that elbow jumper available. He says, you know, I think I'm just going to take the drive to the basket instead. I love the assertiveness of Richards.
Suns ready for the zone, too. Richards knew exactly what to do when he called it.
Sharp lines up the 3-ball, won't get it. Back tap, last touched by Sidi Sissoko. 3rd-year big man out of France.
I wonder how long Portland's going to stay in this zone.
Richards muscles his way inside. Maybe one more trip like that for Nick Richards. And the defense will be adjusted.
Well, I mean, Robert Williams is a guy that's a tremendous shot blocker, but maybe not the elevation he used to have with all the injuries he's dealt with.
Yeah, Caleb Love coming to the party, firing the 3-ball. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Colin Gillespie.
Yeah, it's amazing that Colin Gillespie, he shoves. How do you pronounce his name?
Sissoko.
Sissoko? Dude look like he can do like a wall can fall on him and he'll walk through it. All of a sudden he just flopped and Colin touched him. Come on. As an official, you just got to just say, man, get up.
Sissoko listed 6'7", 220.
Yeah, whatever. Please, 220. That dude, I'm 220. That means I'm 15 pounds more than him. Please.
And the tied up inside, and there's Robert Williams flying out of the baseline unchecked. And that's where he'll do damage if you don't get a body on him. Booker being checked by Love. Navigates around him, gets to the elbow jumper. Mara trying to drive. Good defense that time by Richards. Jordan Goodwin stepping out there defensively for the Suns. Mara trying trying to find an opening. Nothing there. Avdia, the drive inside. Good contest that time by Richards without fouling. Goodwin looking for a trailer. He finds number 1. Booker working past Love. Now gets a switch with the Portland big man. Williams stepping out on it. 8 on the shot clock. Swings it around, skip pass far side, but it's going to be stolen away on the deflection. Avdia barreling down the lane. Gets the finish. First points of the night for Denny Avdia. 29 in the loss to Dallas on Sunday. Gillespie with the switch. Drives into the teeth of the defense, and we'll get a defensive violation charged here against the Blazers. So technical free throw coming for the Suns.
Yeah, turnover. And when you turn it over and the ball gets in this guy's hands, he is a locomotive. Like, that's when he really starts to hurt you as a basketball team.
Yeah, big body that can move, 6'9", 230 pounds. He's got 30-plus points in 3 of his last 7 games. The month of November has been very good for him. I say you match him up with Kamara, Drew Holiday, Jeremy Grant. When they're healthy,
that's their problem.
Yeah. Gillespie gets a screen, drives inside, sets up Livers for the corner look. Won't get it, but he will get 3 from the free throw line.
It's always nice when a player says, I did it. That means the coach won't even look at the guy behind him on the iPad.
Suave Reith checking in. Undrafted big man out of LSU picks up the foul, so free throws coming here for Isaiah Livers. Isaiah played well in that third quarter run for Phoenix as well. Knocked down his only 2 3-point attempts, but had 5 rebounds in his 17 minutes. Those season highs.
Livers doing the Sean Marion move on me. He missed that free throw so badly. Look at his hand.
Look at his hand. Let's get a message from our friends at Kia. Two of 3 for Livers. Here's Kamara trying to get baseline. Livers does a nice job moving his feet. Turns him over. Richards there to snare it for the Suns. Goodwin gets a screen, going right at Kamara with a turnaround. Too strong. Richards had a hand on it, but too many bodies wearing black jerseys. Avdia trying to cross up.
Yeah, he's just trying to get to the rim. And Ryan Dunn knows it. I'm sure they talked about it a lot. K-Ray in the shoot around and on the film. He's just trying to manipulate his way to get to the rim.
Yeah.
Stay in front of him and make him have to shoot the ball over the top.
Avdia gets a screen. Quick trigger for the 3. 38% of the season. He's been one of the bright spots from downtown this year for Portland. Gillespie bumped by Murray. Sidestep 3 on the way. Answers right back.
Murray thought he was going to turn the corner, and Gillespie said, no, we'll back up.
Collin coming off of the 15-point night. Caleb Love already a career high and adds to it. Young fella stacking early numbers. 11 points. Previous career high 5. Dunn turns the corner, drops it up to Richards. Inside, bumped by Clingan, fights it off and gets it up and in.
Love Nick Richards right now early in this game. Very aggressive on both ends.
Well, Love came in just shooting 27%. Obviously did not have a high volume of 3-point attempts as a rookie. Is Clingan able to slip inside and get the whistle and a foul.
Yeah, Livers probably a second too late. If he gets there maybe a half second before, Clingan all of a sudden now just gets off balance because as a big man, he doesn't want to run anybody over.
Klingon, 7th pick overall a couple of seasons ago. First two-time champ, University of Connecticut. Coming off a double-double, 16 and 11.
You're impressed with the Suns' 35, but you have to be a little disappointed at giving up the 32.
And they've clearly been surprised by Caleb Love, the rookie out of Arizona. He's got 11 points, the only Blazer in double-figure scoring. So most certainly an adjustment will be made when he is back on the floor. Love only averages 8 minutes per game with the first 13. As we get more substitutions here.
We bought him about 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Well, he started all 73 games and led U of A in scoring each of the last 2 seasons. He had 3 years in North Carolina, too. So a wealth of experience, maybe not your typical rookie. Sharp and the Blazers working for the final shot of the quarter. Yuan Reed, as Thiago Splitter put hands over the top of his head. There was 7 seconds left. Quick pull for Royce. Back iron. Only miss of the quarter for Royce. A 3-point game as we head to the second here in Portland. Suns in front, 35-32. You're watching Phoenix Suns basketball on Arizona's Family Sports. As we head to the second quarter here in downtown Portland, and it's time for our Taco Bell take. Yeah, look at the scoring numbers here, Eej, for Devin Booker. Just something about this venue, these Blazers, the fans here. You played a lot of games here. It is one of the great fan bases in the NBA, and I think that has a lot to do with guys like Devin playing the way they do when they come in here.
It focuses you because it is a tremendous crowd. It's a basketball crowd. They understand the game. They appreciate it. And this court, this is a scorer's court right here. The lighting is tremendous, and Devin feels right at home. So we got to get him going.
Yeah, for more on Book and his unique approach here in Portland, let's swing it over to Amanda.
Yeah, thanks, K-Ray. I talked to Book today at Shoot Around, and he said Portland has always been a great place to play my whole career. They have great fans. I come here every summer for Nike visits. He did mention he thinks it's a sleeper town for him, but he said I always enjoy being up here when I can.
Gordon Goodwin get the screen after the Klingon basket. Makes it a 1-point game here. Monty Kamara fires a 3. That one won't go. Kamara, one of the Blazers struggling from downtown, 33% of the season. Ryan Dunn drives inside, goes on the attack, and gets the bucket. This is a Blazers team that they want to push the pace.
Yeah, they want to push the pace because that'll allow them to get better shots, right? So they do exhaust a lot of energy, but good left hand right here from Ryan. Right hand, it gets blocked.
Ryan coming out of the double-figure scoring game, 12 points Sunday night. First time in the last 5 games that he reached double figures. Kamara getting back to the left hand, drops it off in traffic, knocked away. Reed recovers. Back to Avdia. Nice on-ball defense that time by Jordan Goodwin. Got some help from Dunn. Avdia. Boy, alertly enough. Klingon was able to keep it alive, tapped it up. Boy, it's clear the Suns are going to have to match the energy on those loose balls down here because Portland right now with the advantage in the 50-50 balls.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Goodwin bumped and fouled there by Kamara. We mentioned this is a Portland team number 2 in the league in pace. They're number 1 in drives into the paint. Now, obviously, it's a number down probably a little bit tonight without Drew Holiday. But Shaedon Sharpe is a guy that sets the tone in that regard, along with Deni Avdia.
Yeah, that's why you have to get back defensively and build that wall to not allow them to get angles right to the rim. That's how they grab their confidence.
Oso gets a screen. Gillespie gets the look and gets the 3-point hit.
And he knew Kamara was chasing him, but he got away from him where he felt like I can get the shot off.
Suns good early numbers as nearly came away with a steal and heading back in transition. Suns are 5 of 9 from downtown here to start.
And take a look at it. Watch this. He knew. I mean, he knew he didn't have much time, but he knew he had a great look at it despite Kamara chasing.
Had a career high 8 rebounds in that game Sunday. He speaks to his willingness to stick his nose in there. The Suns bring the double team, nearly harassed him into a steal. 2 in the shot clock. Kamara's got to line it up and fire. Clingan with the offensive rebounds. We said he is #1 in the league in offensive rebounding at 58 coming in. He's grabbed a few more already tonight.
But this group for the Suns, man, I'm telling you, they exhaust you looking at them because they are chasing the ball, they're trapping, and Portland really can't get into their offense.
Yeah, you look especially between Gillespie, Goodwin, and Dunn. Avdia on the drive and kick. Kamara with a high dribble. Swings it back to Ryan Repair, who just checked in. Won't get it. Good box at that time by Dunn. Goodwin sees an opening, drops it off to Oso. Good dribble penetration that time by Jordan Goodwin. Suns running a double team at pretty much anybody bringing the ball up.
Yeah, not allowing them to get into any play. And so now Portland's going to have to ad-lib and take quick shots, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Flinging there with the offensive glass. Drops it off to Avdia, cutting down the lane.
And Kamara kind of really offensive foul there. He kind of pushed Royce O'Neal backwards.
Oso sets a screen. Gillespie.
Yeah, that time Gillespie felt the pressure, coming from behind him in that particular play from Rupert. Probably should have just taken another dribble and maybe just been satisfied with the 2-point shot.
Clingan a big load, 7'3".
He's massive, man. Like you can't push him out of there. You just got to get to the spot before he gets there and just try to stand in front of him.
Yeah, Mark Eaton-esque, right?
Yes.
You face that guy. O'Neal gets a screen, drives inside, slips the pass outside, not a good one. 3 in the shot clock. That one off the mark. Clingan snares it quickly into the hands of Avdia. Avdia's got the mismatch with Gillespie on him. Suns looking to bring some defensive help. Here comes O'Neal. Skip past far side. Boy, looked like Kamara got away with an illegal screen there as he put Jordan Goodwin on his backside. And we'll get a whistle and a foul. Charged Ryan Dunn. That'll be number 2 on Dunn. And you hear the cheers from the fans here. We're going to see the 16th overall pick, the rookie, Yang Hansen. Highest Chinese draft pick since 2007. Drive inside, won't get it. Missing the point-blank shot. Oso unable to control. And it'll be Portland basketball with a reset of the shot clock to 23.
Yeah, they took it down to 20-14. San Oso did not have control.
Hansen getting his first minutes since the end of October. Avdia won't get it. Gillespie steps in, pokes it away. In transition, here comes Booker. Finds Dunn. Skips the pass to O'Neal. And the charging foul on Ryan Dunn. That's going to be number 3 on Dunn. That's a tough one.
Yeah. And Ryan's got to know. He's got to see before he catches, right? So as he was running, he should have been, it's been calculated in his head. Okay, if Devin throws me the ball, I got to be ready for a jump stop here because I'm not getting to the rim. And it just happens a lot with young players that thinking that guy's going to get out of the way. He's not.
Yeah, it's a tough break for Dunn. Got 3 steals already tonight. 3 of the Suns 4. So we'll get an extended breather here as Dillon Brooks checking back into the game. Murray picked up by O'Neal. Here he is Love. Career high 11 points in his 7 minutes.
That's
Make it
too
13.
easy. Yeah, that's too easy right there. You know, one thing to give him the jump shot. Don't let him mix up his game.
Now, the young man knows how to score, clearly based on his collegiate career. Brooks on the drive, going right at the rookie. Mara quickly pushes it up the floor, cut up there by Gillespie. Yang with a bounce pass in traffic, but turns it over.
I think also got a hand on it. Read the play.
Backdoor cut, Booker. Touch pass, O'Neal. High arching three off the mark. Oso can't control. Into the hands of Shaedon Sharpe. Here comes Sharpe. Explodes down the lane, gets the roll. Eight points for Sharpe, 4 of 11 from the field. As Mark Williams and Isaiah Livers at the scores table. Gillespie driving, getting into Love, and boy, a very delayed whistle there, but finally it came. And that'll put Gillespie at the free throw line. For Love, his first free throws on the other side of the timeout. Suns in front of Portland by 4. A cold Monday night in Portland is the backdrop for Phoenix franchise history, perhaps, for that man. All eyes on number 1. Booker, deep three on the way. Splash down.
He is on a heater.
Book sets, fires. Suns scoring history has been booked.
Devin Booker knocks down the three and has become the all-time leading scorer in Phoenix Suns franchise history.
I'm still enjoying it, still loving it. You know, that never varies. You know, I'm truly living the dream. It was a special moment.
Yeah, what a moment it was. The Make You Smile moment brought to you by Studio B Smiles. Family, friends in town for it. And it's certainly a great moment for our entire crew to be a part of it as well.
Yeah, it really was. And it's also about the guy that he passed in Walter Davis, who's not with us anymore, and Suns fans sorely miss him. Walter was just an unbelievable scorer for the Suns. And in a lot of ways, Devin and Walter are alike. I mean, beautiful stroke, was able to get their shot off on people. Just, you know, just if he's going to pass anybody, that was the guy to pass, just based on how similar they were as basketball players.
Now for more on Book in that moment, let's swing it over to Amanda.
Yeah, today at Shoot Around, Booker spoke about what he remembers about that moment, and the biggest thing was the fans, saying the fans gave him a standing ovation. They definitely didn't have to with being a road player and all. He said there are a lot of Suns fans there too, and he will always remember that moment in his time playing in Portland.
You know, the young rookie exciting the crowd here. Mark Williams gets it right back. Too strong with that offering.
Yeah, he kind of quick shot that on Yang. I'm all for him putting it down and going right to his body.
7'2". Sharpe just trying to throw that up, get a whistle, won't get it. In transition, Phoenix rising up, quick three. Booker, yes. It's the exact same spot where he broke the record last season.
Yeah, he heard you. The Suns get a few stops here.
Booker steps in defensively, gets a steal, eyes up the floor. Dropped it off to the trailing Brooks. Sets, fires, won't get it. And a fight for the loose ball rebound. And that's going to go against Mark Williams.
Number 15, Mark Williams is second. Fourth team foul.
A 7-point game.
Sheer Flynn gets an early call.
Says, all right, Rook, got another Rook out there. We need to put the fire out. He's got 13.
Put those long arms on Caleb Love.
Earliest appearance we've seen in a regular season game for Rasheer. Yeah, gets the drop off, hammers it home. Williams coming right back. Ducks up and under.
Let's go right at him. Yeah, a rookie gets on the floor like that. He's trying to start a party. Spoil the party.
Tiago Splitter, the interim head coach, pulling out all the stops here in this first half with his team being shorthanded. Yang nowhere to go. 6 on the shot clock. Tries to get the backboard cut to Shaedon Sharpe. He does. We'll get the whistle and a foul.
Yeah, they had nowhere to go. And finally, the movement off the ball freed up Sharpe. I think Rasheed right there just overplayed it too much.
Yeah.
Like that's the only thing I would say there. And Mark Williams just taking his time.
Yang 21 points in his G League run. The Portland G League club actually played the Suns G League last week. So man and Yang went at it last week. That was a game that Portland came back, rallied for the victory as they're trying to get positioning set up here. Shaedon Sharpe at the free throw line here for the Blazers. His first free throw attempt. That's the second free throw attempt tonight for Portland is. Now we got a little blood situation for the Suns rookie Rasheed Fleming. Yeah, Hansen, the Blazers first noticed him in FIBA U19 where he was battling Washington's Alex Sarr. Kind of first got their attention. Originally drafted by Memphis, came over via the draft day deal. 4-point game. Booker splits the defense, sets up Brooks for the corner look. Off the mark, Williams fighting for it, and coming away with it is Booker. Sissoko steps out defensively on Book. He steps back to the mid-range, won't get it. Rebound Murray. Murray on the deck, able to advance it up the floor now to Sharpe. 4.5 to go here in the first half. Sharpe glides down the lane.
Yeah, Mark Williams got stuck on him, and he knew it. And he just navigated and said, "Oh, you're not gonna switch this?"
Rasheed Fleming, right wing 3, no, left it short. Royce O'Neal makes his way up off the Suns bench. Sissoko drops it off to Yang, squares and fires a 3. That would have brought the roof off the Moda Center here. Booker driving past Sissoko, gets the contact, couldn't get the glass work to cooperate, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Jordan Hart using a lot of guys here in the first half. I think the energy level has been really high. So I think it's an excellent move to get some guys some rest, because I think understanding that this game it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah. Let's get a message from our friends at Fry's. Well, and look, I think what you're seeing too, to some degree, Eej, and tell me if I'm wrong, but you got guys on the floor for Portland that have not been on the scouting report. So in a lot of ways, these guys are trying to adjust on the fly. So I'll be real curious to see what adjustments the Suns will make at the break. As Murray, 3 ball too strong. Fleming with a rebound. Up the floor to Booker, going right at Abdia. Drives it right to the cup.
I mean, was trapped in between 2 players. You would think it would have been some contact.
There was contact. There was just no whistle. Abdia slings a pass across the low. That one off the mark. Fleming, those long arms, snares the rebound. Up the floor to Brooks. Lobs it up top. And Williams brings the boom.
You get rewarded as a big man when you run. Mark Williams showing the speed. Going up high. Timeout, Blazers.
2, I got 2. Take it, Ryan. Peace. Yeah, that's 2. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, y'all back on defense. My bad.
The Mount American Credit Union, the exclusive home of the Suns card. What a great moment and opportunity for those two down at Oso's high school alma mater.
Don't let them feel comfortable.
That's right.
You got to earn it.
Show them what it's really like. Fleming, once again, able to get a hand on it.
Long arm.
And speaking of trying to make an adjustment to new faces, Booker driving, drops it off to Rasheer. Glides inside, he'll be bumped and fouled.
Devin all the way was going to give him the ball. He gave him his first shot in the corner, and he saw him running. And, you know, that's so impactful, man. You know, just to, because he's out there hustling. He's working defensively. I mean, he's creating an issue for Sharp. He's knocked the ball away from him 2 times.
Yeah, these two teams are number 6 and 7 in deflections. And mind you, that's up Rasheer Fleming getting any major minutes yet in the regular season. We've already seen him get 3 here in the span of 3 minutes. Yeah, I talked to Jordan Ott last week about, you know, what's going to take for Rasheer and Man to, you know, to get some time. And he said, look, it's just a matter of getting them strong, not just physically, but also mentally, getting prepared for like true NBA speed. I think Zabdi able to slide inside.
I think he's doing the right thing. And then put them in a position where they have to feel like they earned their minutes. And not just given minutes.
Right, and it speaks to, you know, why they played him in that G League game last week as Booker drops it off to Williams. Beautiful pocket pass inside. Rasheer stays with it. How about the pass from Mark Williams?
I mean,
and the hands from Rasheer to snare it.
That's the key, right? Big hands, he just grabbed it in. And then was able to go get the next one after they blocked it. There's so much for rookies to learn, and I think, you know, that's when you have to educate the fans, and because sometimes they get impatient and they want to see a guy.
Right.
But you don't want to put a person out there and then they struggle and their confidence go way down.
Suns drop it into a little zone. Shaedon Sharpe goes on the attack and gets right into the Suns big man with the buckets. Sharpe coming to life here. He's got 15 now.
Suns again, I mean, in this game, they're a few stops away from getting a huge lead.
Booker on the drive, glides inside, gets the finish and the foul. His former teammate Toumani Camara there makes the contact.
The hesitation, right? Knowing that Camara is going to keep running and run up his back, gets to contact and lays it in.
Second personal on Camara. Yeah, Book, 4th in total fouls drawn on the season. Came in 6th in the association in free throw attempts. Makes the pair there. He's 4 of 4 tonight. 1:45 left here in the first half. Brooks stepping out defensively on Sharpe. Just a little too aggressive.
See, I like the aggressiveness, but I don't know if you have to go that far out on Sharpe. Like, if Sharpe wants to pull up from 24 feet, so be it. But when you kind of give him a little space, then it cuts his angles down in regards to trying to get to the rim. And that seems to be what he's trying to do on a consistent basis. But I would invite to see if he can make that jump, if he's going to keep shooting. Right now, he's 0 for 3 from 3. Like, kind of bait him into taking that shot.
Well, yeah, 27% on the season. So I think your point is well taken. Because he wants you to step out.
Exactly, especially now because he's struggling with his shot. So play mental games with him. Back up and say, I dare you to shoot it. I mean, just anything to just throw him off stride.
Right. Second personal on Brooks. Sharpe with 8 of the last 10 Portland points. Portland again dropping into that zone. Back out now to Booker. Final 90 seconds of the half. O'Neal touch pass Brooks. Clingan stepping out. Got the block.
Dillon Brooks not knowing how quick that dude can get out there with them long arms.
Well, that's just it, the long arms. Suns able to turn over the Portland rookie, Caleb Love. Booker, checked by Sharp, gets a steal. So Sharp has come to life here in this second quarter. Brooks on the drive and kick, sets up O'Neal, lines it up, in and out. Brooks inside, drops it off to Williams. Williams has it stolen by Kamara. Blazers in transition. Love drops it off to Sharp. And easy runouts. And all of a sudden, Shaedon Sharp's got 20. Right at his season scoring average. Brought this crowd to life the last minute. Booker outside, working the screen with Williams. Left wing three, cover for Brooks. No. Fleming went up, but the ball just kind of hung and froze in the air as he mistimed the jump, unfortunately. Blazers on a little push here. 7-second differential between shot and game clock. Avdia getting back with the left hand on the spin inside, blocked away by Williams. And Blazers bench wanted a goaltend, but Williams won't have that one taken off the stat sheet. That will go down as a block.
Yeah, it was an attempted goal, and it was tended to.
3 on the shot clock. Love will inbound. We're going to get a kick on the inbound. And a quick defensive substitution here. Ryan Dunn's going to check in. Yeah, Ryan's got to be careful playing with 3 personal fouls.
Exactly. And part of his maturation, I think he has improved in, is not getting in crazy foul trouble as he used to. He definitely cannot use his hands defensively on this particular play.
Yeah, and unfortunately with that kick, they reset the shot clock to 0 because it would be 14. Avdia, long pass across the floor. Doesn't use all the time, and Avdia stings him with a 3. An 8-0 Portland run. Booker on the drive. Dribbles up the floor. 2 seconds left. Gets inside. Won't get it. Williams on the follow. Too strong. But Portland finishing the half with a flurry on both ends of the floor and make it a 3-point game at the break here in the Rose City. 64-61. Suns in front. Stay tuned for the Gila River Resorts and Casinos halftime report with Tom Leander and Tom Chambers. You're in downtown Portland. 64-61 as we welcome you back inside the Moda Center with our Emmy Award-winning crew, our director David Big Game Hunter Hughes, producer Ryan Babalukas. I got the smooth shooter Eddie Johnson, Kevin Ray, and you know, it's a Portland team. They dropped 4 of their last 5. They came in even more shorthanded tonight. No Jeremy Grant, but a team just keeps finding a way, keeps fighting. 82% of their points in that second quarter each came in the paint.
Yeah, and that's the problem, right? Suns got to find a way to keep them out of the paint. They're not shooting the ball well from the outside. Don't turn it over. Suns had 12, but still, you got to make sure you don't turn the ball over a ton against this team. And you got to rebound the ball. They got 9 offensive rebounds. So just the little things that have kept the Suns from blowing this thing open. So let's hope early in this third quarter that they can take advantage of it.
Yeah, and with those late turnovers and some of the offensive rebounding, Shaedon Sharp came to life. 14 of his 20 coming in that second quarter. So Suns trying to put the brakes on him, along with the rookie Caleb Love, a career high. Every point moving forward is a career high. He's got 13 in the first half. Let's swing it over to Amanda for our BMW coach chat.
Coach, the Blazers in the first half, 40 points in the paint. What adjustments do you need to see coming up here?
Yeah, we got to do a better job containing the ball, keeping the ball in front, and then taking care of the offensive rebounds, boxing them out, getting hits, and coming up with the possessions.
We're seeing some more minutes out of Rasheer Fleming in the bench, 22 points. How much of a lift has that second group been able to provide out there?
Yeah, he did a good job that first half. We'll see what the lineups look like coming in the second half, but he did a great job.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Che Son, and Che, thank you, Amanda. Yeah, Suns had their biggest lead with 3.5 minutes left at 11. And then A little bit like what we saw against Atlanta in the span of 2 minutes. A couple of turnovers, runouts.
And granted, I made a mistake and said they had 12. They gave up 12 points off of 8 turnovers. So they're taking care of the ball, but those were just timely turnovers right there where they had the double-figure lead and they were able to get right back in the game.
So we get this third quarter started. Here's Denny Avdia. Drives it right down the lane. That pass inside blocked away. Suns in transition. O'Neal up the floor to Dunn. Ryan on the attack. Swings it out to Brooks. Open shooter. Bucket.
It's amazing at this level, this game. You turn it over, you pay a price.
First three-point knocked out of the night as Booker steps into the passing lane. Gets the steal. And put the slow roll on Toumani Camara and able to get the defender reach again. Will pick up the personal foul. Early
Guinness Book of World Records
timeout. As far as I know, there's no challenge. So timeout Portland.
There, right? Always talk about if you set the screen, who gets open? The screener. And now it's 3-on-2. As Devin beats the defender, somebody's got to help and rotate. Devin finds the right guy in Royce O'Neal, and we all know the result.
Apparently, as we went to break, there was a challenge, I'm assuming by Tiago Splitter and the Blazers, because Devin Booker is back at the free throw line. But the microphone for Mark Davis did not work, so we're a little bit in the dark as to what the challenge was, assuming that it was would be held up as a foul on Toumani Camara.
Oh, they're saying that Devin basically changed direction to get the foul, and that's the only thing that I can surmise that they were thinking about calling. But he's going to the basket. Most players that drive change their body direction to get contact.
Yeah, we'll try to get some clarity, because as of right now, they still show Portland with a challenge. Third personal foul on Camara.
Maybe the officials were challenging it.
Avdia. Camara swings it around to Shaedon Sharpe by the big second quarter. Good box out that time by Dillon Brooks.
Yeah, but Dillon turned and faced him, and that was the foul, right? He keeps his back to him, and he goes after the ball. That might be a foul on Avdia, but because he turned, the officials give him the foul.
Second personal on Brooks. I beg your pardon. That's 3 on Dillon. Sharpe on a tough turnaround. No, clinging inside, but knocked free by Williams. Brooks working off the Williams screen. Get Avdia on his hip. Spin, turn, shoot, and score for Dillon Brooks. He's got a dozen.
He's just having a good time scoring, I'm telling you.
Sharpe driving the paint. Free throw line extended jumper up, rolls around the rim. Ryan Dunn, great hustle and great balance right there on the baseline.
That was key, right, to get himself in bounds.
O'Neal with the screen on Booker. Working on Sharpe. Drives inside, goes glass.
That's just education right there.
And guess who's driving the bus? Suns to their biggest lead. Booker with 17. Avdia sees an opening. Nice inside. Drops it off inside to Clingan. No. Williams fighting for the loose ball rebound off Portland.
Mark Williams is in Clingan's head because he's the tallest guy probably within 100 square miles. And yet he is quick shooting the ball.
Yeah, and look, the numbers don't bear it out. Only 4 rebounds as Ryan Dunn steps into the corner 3.
And looks over at their bench. Obviously, they were chirping.
First 3-point attempt of the night for Dunn. Suns nearly forced a turnover. Williams extends the defense, throws it away into the hands of Dunn. Dunn down the floor, going at Sharpe, spins inside. Booker there to retrieve the loose ball.
There's the mismatch right there.
Deep 3 on the way. Clingan may have affected that one. Trying to build on what is their biggest lead. Avdia quick pull on a 3. Dunn got a fingertip on it, but just Rolls off. Kamara, elbow jumper.
Yeah, tough shot there, that close.
Clingan fighting for the offensive glass. Inside once, twice.
I don't think Clingan jumped one time.
He did not. I can tell you, there was no daylight under those shoes. He was directly in my line of sight. 7-3, why would you? So Clingan at the free throw line. 93% free throw shooter. And rolls that one up and in. Well, the holiday is right around the corner. The Boys and Girls Club of the Valley Toy Drive program ensures that every deserving youth and teen receives a gift in time to have a Merry Christmas with their family. You can donate new unwrapped gifts and get 2 free tickets to games on either January 25th, February 7th, or February 11th. Learn more now at suns.com/promos. Clingan with 9 points, 11 rebounds. Coming off of his second double-double of the season, working on a third. Booker back to Brooks, swings it around. O'Neal with the ball fake, looking inside of the corner, nobody there. Williams spins.
He got great footwork. I mean,
Really
that's
does.
Undervalued in that area and not traveling. Just anchors himself down and just dances.
I think that was one of the things, that one of the pleasant surprises for you and I. Again, have not seen him play a lot just because he was on an Eastern Conference team with the injuries, and the Suns turn him over again. On the break, Dunn flies inside, but Clingan cuts him off and gets the block. Loose ball coming back the other way is Avdia. Flies down the floor. Caleb Love had a hot hand in the first tap. Can't connect on that three. Love 3 of 6 now on the night. It's all career high numbers. Avdia stepping out on Booker defensively. Gets a screen from his big man. Moves into that little crab dribble with a pull up in the paint. No. Tapped out, controlled by Portland. Here comes Love. 5 years collegiate basketball. 3 years at North Carolina. Last 2 at University of Arizona. Dunn nearly came away with another loose ball. Ryan's got 4 steals tonight. Suns with 13.
Great start to this quarter. It's, you know, as we know, a lot of time left, right? You want to keep your momentum here, make everything difficult. No layups.
Williams outside, lost it. Ryan Dunn scoops it up. And Ryan hammers it home. Boy, he had 3 previous tries at slams and nobody in front of him this time to deter him.
Just the rim.
Phoenix on a 16-2 run. Avdia hung up in the air, nowhere to go. They swing it around far side. Corner 3, no. Loose ball. Brooks has got it. Kick it out right wing. Booker's got it on the drive. Dunn knifing to the basket. Inside finger roll with the left hand. Left it short. Avdia barrels down the lane and dribbles right in to Dunn.
Yeah, Ryan needed to turn around. That's automatic foul.
And he knows, having picked up his 4th foul, he's heading straight to the bench, which is a tough break because he just seemingly kind of got into a little rhythm here.
Into a rhythm, yeah.
7 points, 5 steals on the night for Dunn.
He's worked extremely hard. I don't think Jordan Hart is upset with him at all. His energy level has been top notch.
There is Kamara trying to work baseline. Booker cuts him off. Jams him up. Forces the Portland turnover. Brooks pushing down the floor. Swings a pass, but stolen away by Love.
Yeah, that cross-court pass, I tell you, gets you every time, won't it?
Bisilko with the ball fake. Lobs it up inside to the flying Robert Williams.
Suns blowing a few opportunities here on the break to really put this game away.
O'Neal splits the defense, and we're going to get an offensive foul on Mark Williams.
You know, if I'm every Sun right now on the floor, I look up at the clock and see that you have a 15-point lead.
There's still half of the 3rd quarter left. You got 19 minutes of basketball left.
Yes, and kick yourself because it should be 20. So don't feel confident and comfortable.
They only need to go back to Sunday as Shaedon Sharpe driving, contorting, and connecting.
Tough shot. If he's going to keep shooting those, then I think the Suns will be okay. I mean, that's a tough one.
Sharpe scoring 36. It was 39 minutes in the loss to Dallas. That was 138-133. Let's swing it over to Amanda.
I talked to Devin Booker today at shoot-around about Shaedon Sharpe, and he said, look, he can score the basketball at a high level. His athleticism is off the charts, and all those guys, they're getting into the teeth of the defense and have a lot of attempts at the rim. They're shooting a lot of threes, too. So really, it's just a collective team effort to try to lock this team down.
Thank you, Amanda. Boy, Suns missed a golden scoring opportunity there. Sharpe swings it past far corner now to Kamara. Kamara with a defender draped all over him. Williams snares the miss. And Kamara.
Yeah, I think Devin needs to get a touch here, and just to settle things down.
He's trying to fight off the defender. Kamara fighting over the top of the screen. Now grabbing Booker. Book's got him on his hip. Step back, elbow jumper on the way. 19 for Booker.
That's when Devin has to take over. Like, just sense that, okay, we're a little out of control here. Let me try to just get the balance of our offense back in order.
Here is Sharpe. The guy has 1 and 10 to try to drive the paint. Fires a tough contested three over Williams.
Yeah, Mark Williams with a great D on the perimeter.
How many times have we said that this season?
Man.
And is not shied away. Looks confident every time. Pass over the top. Williams. Bump from behind. Could have been, should have been an and one. What a feed over the top from Booker.
Yeah, Devin just threw it way high and say, Mark, go get it.
15 for Williams. Booker stepping out as Sissoko. And Book acknowledges that's my bad. I'll take the foul.
Again, just throw it way up. Let him go do the rest. And that looked like that was an and one. I mean, he's backing up into him. That's a foul. If he misses it, guess what? They call a foul. So it's one of those like, not too much harm, no foul. Yeah, okay. But if he misses it, then it's a foul.
Sidi Sissoko. Third-year man out of France. And we're going to get a timeout. 4:41 to go. 84-69. Phoenix in front. Moda Center. 4:41 to go in the third quarter. And it's time for Chaz Roberts Cool Play. Chaz Roberts serving you since 42.
It's always cool when you see this young man get a breakaway, because he just punishes the rim. You're not catching him. Robert Williams, back in the day, maybe you could get close enough to challenge him, but not now.
Career high 5 steals tonight for Ryan, but handcuffed at the moment with 4 personal fouls. 16 minutes. Getting the start again here tonight, placing Grayson Allen. Suns will have a couple of days off. There you see Grayson, both he and Jalen making the trip. Grayson making good progress. Perhaps might be ready to go by Friday. Big cup game against Minnesota. Backdoor cut. Oso inside. Slips in the back door. Breakdown defensively for the Blazers.
Well, again, you play zones long enough, these guys at this level is going to figure it out. You pay a price.
Booker stepping out on Avdia. Jumps a pass out to Kamara. Kamara finally getting his first bucket of the night. And now we're going to get a whistle and a foul after the basket. That's going to go against Isaiah Livers.
With ball foul, Sun, 18. Isaiah Livers, his second. Sidi Sissoko, 1 shot.
Sidi Sissoko must have taken a class over in France on how to fall. That's the second time tonight that he's...
I mean, he's fallen a lot. I'm going to get it changed in his bio. He's not 220. Stop.
Should have been a kick. Not sure. We finally get the call. Reset to the shot clock, 14.
And again, Suns build a lead, and the Blazers just start creeping right back, and a lot of it is on the Suns.
Biggest lead's been 17. Here's Oso, swings it out to Gillespie. Livers lines up the 3-ball and connects. Well, we saw that stroke, 2 of 2 in the game on Sunday. Knocks that one down. Avdia trying to drive inside, out to Camara. Back-to-back three-point hits for Toumani Camara.
Well,
they've been scoreless.
Well, I think last year we were here, and he just turned into Steph Curry.
Yeah. Yeah, he and Grant were a problem last year. Gillespie, back to Livers. Corner look, no. Back tap, Oso. Into the hands of Devin Booker. Gillespie. Off the mark. Offensive glass work, Oso Ighodaro. Here's Caleb Love. Got the Suns off guard in that first half. 13 points on the drive and kick. Brooks nearly got the steal. Sissoko there to recover. Gillespie steps into the passing lane, and he had eyes up the floor and couldn't control.
That's okay.
Yeah,
that's okay. I mean,
it's a hustle turnover.
He did everything right. He just couldn't secure the ball. That's it. I mean, a couple of times in this game where he's left his man with great timing to get into the passing lanes to steal the ball.
Substitution as Jordan Goodwin's going to check in. Saves out there with Devin Booker, Isaiah Livers, Oso, and Gillespie. Avdia driving, drops it off inside to Murray. Back to Love. Love misses on that one. Murray on the putback attempt. Can't get it. Murray getting his first start tonight. Just 3 points on the drive. Ighodaro barrels inside. We'll get the blocking foul on
They finally got him. They finally got him. They finally got him.
He's pointing up at the scoreboard. And I want to go back to a play in a moment earlier in this quarter where the challenge light came on. It was after a foul on Devin Booker, and we thought that there was a challenge by Tiago Splitter and the Blazers. We got clarification that it was not a challenge. It was the officials looking at it to determine if the foul was going to be upgraded on Toumani Camara. So the green challenge light came on by mistake. So
and that's really the only thing that I could see, because he didn't go for ball. He grabbed him around the neck, but it wasn't, it wasn't flagrant. He just grabbed him.
Credit our guy Cole Michelson, Suns Media Relations, for clarifying for us. Avdia head down, drives inside. Too strong off the window there. Loose ball. Book recovers. Booker directing traffic up the floor. Avdia closing in. Gillespie with a handoff. Booker working on the rookie. Goes baseline. No. Tapped up once. Oso nearly got it, but Murray there to claim the loose ball rebound. Love on the drive. Sissoko back to Camara. Airmails that one. Suns in transition. Gillespie finds a streaking Isaiah Livers. Back outside to Goodwin. He'll hold on. Isaiah on the drive. Tried to bounce a pass inside to Ighodaro. Kicked away.
Yeah, you rarely want players jumping in the air to make a pass. But that's one time you jump in the air, because you just got one little direction to throw it, and that's up at the rim. And that would have been an easy dunk for Oso.
Ryan Dunn will check in. So got to be careful these last 1:45. They want to pick up a cheap fifth foul. Dunn turns the corner. Inside, drops it off to Oso.
Gets it to his running mate.
There is Avdia. 12 points on the night. Pulls his way inside. And the Suns up with a ball fake. It's exactly what he wants to do every time he comes down the floor.
Everything is hard for the Blazers. I mean, they've wasted a ton of energy just to get to the rim. That's a nice dish off right there. He's running mate. You see one, you see the other.
Avdija career highs this season. Points, field goal attempts per game, almost 7 3-point attempts per game, nearly 8 free throw attempts per game. You and I have liked him for going back to his days in Washington. You could just kind of see the way he played now in his 6th year out of Israel, 9th pick overall by the Wizards back in 2020.
Tremendous energy. And a guy that, again, he doesn't care. He will run you over. But the Suns have done a really good job on him tonight. He really hasn't had that many opportunities. They've made it tough.
13 points. Oso crossing over. Sets up Livers. That three off the mark. Avdija with a rebound. Comes racing down the floor. Murray with a ball fake. Passed up the 3-point shot. Livers stepping out defensively. Under a minute to go here in the third. Now Avdija with a switch on Gillespie. Swings it right side. Murray again passed up the 3. Sissoko trying to drive baseline. Shot clock winding down. And it'll be a shot clock violation. A great team defense that time by the Suns.
Well, Murray passed up 2 shots, and that's what messes it up, right? Because now players are like, you know, shoot the ball. I mean, he's 1 for what, 3, but he's very shy at shooting.
And certainly does not take after his brother.
No.
Playing there for the Kings. Gillespie hits Love on his hip. Step back mid-range.
I realize how strong that young man is. I'm telling you, he holds you off.
Double figure scoring 10 for Colin. Avdija on the drive. They'll get the whistle and the foul. So free throws coming here for Deni Avdija.
Suns foul, 23. Jordan Goodwin.
Goodwin to pick up the personal.
And the 2 shots.
You see Jordan Ott trying to manage and maneuver his roster here tonight. Late return to home. Suns will get back into the Valley around 3:30 or 4 tomorrow morning.
The Suns. just totally ignore me. Excuse me.
Oh,
I didn't know. I must not be on the flight.
That's right. I guess we are. I guess we are on the same flight, aren't we? I was trying to not think about it. Goodwin, step back 3 on the way. Stings him with a 3. Defender right in his face.
Goodwin unhappy on the last play. On the foul he got.
Biggest lead of the night. Here is Love driving. And caps off the quarter with a little floater. But the Suns come to life in that third quarter and build their biggest lead of the night as we head to the fourth. An 18-point advantage. Suns 100. Ice Center. The Suns turned it up in that third quarter, outscoring them 36-21. They shot 56% from the field. They limited Portland to 23%. You see the fast break point, season high 16 steals.
Yeah, and that's the key right there, right? The steals and turning those steals into fast break points. That's when you don't have to execute much offense. Just get up the floor and get that layup or that 2 or 3 on 1. And so the Suns done a tremendous job of just turning it around when they've gotten quick rebounds and they've gotten steals. And so far, I believe that's the difference in the game.
Yeah. So Jordan Goodwin, Colin Gillespie, Oso Ighodaro, Ryan Dunn, and Isaiah Livers will start this fourth quarter for Phoenix. Good balanced attack. Suns with 38 bench points tonight. Colin, another double-figure scoring game with 10. Here is Dunn, a career-high 5 steals. Gillespie behind the stripe. Splashes home the 3. That's just a beautiful stroke. 13 for Collin, had 15 Sunday night. Sharp looking for room to maneuver in the paint. Gets the pull up of the foul.
Right there. Now that's a good cross-court pass. Threw it up in the air, let it float right into the shooter's hands, and he knocks it down. And this guy Shaedon Sharpe, I tell you, he's a quiet basketball player.
Yeah.
Not much emotion when he's out there. You look at the box score, and you see he is a tremendous scorer.
Yeah, shooting nearly 50% from the field here in the month of November, and that's exactly what he's at here tonight. 11 of 22. And he's hunting another 30-point game, coming off of a 36-point outing Sunday at Dallas, but it came at a loss. Nick Richards checking into the game. Portland going back to that zone defense. Dunn probing. He'll step back behind the stripe, but get the switch to the Portland big man. Dunn drives inside, scoops a pass to Goodwin. Goodwin floats it up and in over the big 7'3" center.
Yeah, makes you put good arc on the ball.
5 points for Jordan Goodwin. Clinging way outside with a hand up to Sharpe. Turns the corner. Passing to an open shooter in Murray. Dibbles are working up the floor. You see the bench scoring now. And this Phoenix bench trying to stretch it out a little bit. Gillespie working off the screen with Richards. Pocket pass inside to Nick. Bobbled. Able to reclaim it. Comes in with a running right hand hook. A la Kareem.
I'm telling you. Nick Jr. Kareem. Richards. I'm not going to say Kareem yet. We got to make a couple of more.
Deep three coming for Caleb Love. And air mails that into the baseline seats as Royce O'Neal checking in here.
Look at that. That's a sky hook.
That's a thing of beauty.
Man.
Yeah, you've got to get arc on that, even with the 7'3" defender.
Yeah.
And long arm of Clingan. Gillespie to O'Neal. Portland content to stay in that zone for the time being as we hit the 10-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. O'Neal takes a peek inside. Goodwin, big man stepping out on him. Affected the shot. Nick inside with the follow. With a shot clock. You see Royce O'Neal looking over at Jordan Ott. Little communication between he and Nick is that if they stay in that zone defense.
Yeah, look, he did a good job in the first half with getting in the middle, right? And that's what he needs to concentrate on. He's the outlet.
Sharpe driving inside, right past two Suns defenders. He's got 28. And his 10th career 30-point scoring game Sunday. He's 2 away from making it 11. That shot blocked away by the rookie, Yang Hansen, who got minutes in the first half. Gillespie nearly with a steal. Hansen got 6 first-half minutes to the delight of the Portland fans. He's been spending 2 seasons in the Chinese Basketball Association, playing for the Kendago Eagles. He won Defensive Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year in 2024. Sharpe. Three ball no. That has been the one weakness for him in his game. As O'Neal finally gets it out of the vice grip they had on him defensively. Gillespie gets a screen, steps into the three. Yes, sir.
They don't know who he is. I think they're studying. Look, they're pulling up their phones and like, who is this Gillespie guy?
Says, maybe you didn't watch much college basketball. Villanova, pretty good little program, national champion.
But I mean, his shot is just pure. Look at it. What the backspin on it. You know, I love to see a good jump shot.
That I do. Goodwin with a steal. Has Hansen trailing, and Goodwin not going to give him a chance to play catch up. Suns bench up, celebrating.
First person off of it is Jalen Green, which I just smile every time I see him over there on the bench. It's just such a, it's so impactful, man. I always say it. It's so impactful when guys look back and they see a guy that's been injured and should be sad and depressed and all of that. And Jalen Green's putting all that aside to cheer his teammates on, and always the first one off the bench, and that's just great defense there.
Well, and you said this a week or so ago when it was determined that he was going to be out 4 to 6 weeks, and I think it's safe to say 6 weeks is going to be the earliest that we'll get some clarification. But we've seen so many injured guys that have passed with that kind of diagnosis as Goodwin dribbled into heavy traffic, who on road trips, especially a one-game trip, as O'Neal sees his shot clock winding down, will elect to stay home.
Yeah.
On a one-game trip, you'll see a lot of guys not make that trip.
No.
He has wanted to be around this team every possible second, and I think that says so much about
good therapy. To be around the guys that you go to battle with every night.
Avdia drives inside, able to hit the pull-up. 17 for Deni Avdia. Suns with fresh memories of what took place Sunday night. Gillespie off the screen, can't get the stroke on that one. Avdia way out of the wing, backing down, back to Murray. Kamara.
They make a bucket here, we might see a timeout.
Back to Kamara, sets his feet. Long rebound, Gillespie. Eyes up the floor, not enough space to get it to Ryan Dunn.
Even if he could, why try it right now, right?
Pass in traffic, Oso there to recover. And knocked out of bounds, last touch by Portland.
His players know they're on borrowed time, too. And so, Gillespie like, I'm not turning this over.
Yeah. Jordan Knox wanted to settle his crew down with 7:13 to go here in the fourth. Phoenix in front, 112-89. For our mortgage matchup, been a big one on tap at the Mortgage Matchup Center Friday night as Ant-Man and the T-Wolves come calling first matchup of the season. It is a NBA Cup showdown. You see the head-to-head battles between Ant and Book. Followed up by a showdown with the Spurs. And then our first look at the new look Houston Rockets.
Yeah, obviously the Timberwolves game is going to be really an exciting game.
Yeah.
Obviously with Devin and Anthony Edwards, as you said. The San Antonio game is not going to be the same. Wemby's not there, and so it's going to be a different look with them. But yeah, it's a good stretch for the Suns.
San Antonio's going to be missing a few people. It's Oso. A beautiful quick burst past Klingon.
Yes, Stephon Castle is going to be out as well.
So they're missing a few bodies.
Dylan Harper got injured against the Suns, so.
Here is Love. Goodwin runs him up the three-point line. Steps into the mid-range.
Caleb Love really has had a good game.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say he's earned himself a few minutes. He's got 25 tonight, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. Gillespie gets Love on his hip. Collin on the drive, nowhere to go. Finds Dunn in the corner, but came down just before he could unload the pass.
Klingon relaxing on D, not respecting the ability of Oso.
But the key there, you say this all the time, and especially with big men. So many big men, they take that one dribble right and they give up the dribble.
Yeah.
He kept the dribble alive. Sharp attacks in traffic. And we'll get the whistle and a foul. So Shaedon Sharpe already with 28 points. Heading back to the free throw line.
Suns foul for 11. Also Iguodala his second personal second team foul.
Second on
Shaedon Sharpe.
Iguodala.
2 shots.
Sharpe 4 or 5 from the line tonight. Front of a back-to-back as the Chicago Bulls are in town.
They're already here. Relaxing after beating Denver last night.
They were in our hotel. A couple of them walked into our meal room. They had the signs.
Well, I went to theirs.
Of course you did.
I'm from Chicago. I told them. I figured they might have like some, you know, some red hots in there. You know,
I was going to say that would explain the red hots you walked in with.
Yeah. I was going for some barbecue.
Yeah, it was an impressive win by the Bulls last night in the Mile High City. 3 on the shot clock for Dunn. With a pull up, no. Knew it immediately. Back tap by Oso. And didn't get the iron.
And as you know, as I heard in my ear, I don't know who said it, but yeah, I was looking for thin pancakes too. You know, yeah. You know, the great David Hughes.
Yeah.
He had to remind me.
The big game hunter.
But he's right.
Obvious sidestep 3 on the way. Off the mark, rebound. Gillespie. Advance pass up the floor to the streaking Oso Ighodaro.
That's what you do. You run at the jump shooter and you keep running.
14-point nights for Oso. Abdia head down, barrels down the lane. 19 now for Abdia. Quick catch and shoot, right wing 3, no. Goodwin had it but couldn't control. And the Blazers will get a timeout with 5:19 to go here in the fourth. Suns in front, 116-94. We're up 116-94. This highlight brought to you by CarMax. Want to shop, buy, and sell your way? Want to drive? CarMax.
Look at Oso. Gets himself, because he know his buddy, his running mate. You got it. You see one, you see the other. Ryan Dunn finds him.
5:19 left, and where you get the feeling with this Suns lead that Jordan Ott would love to finish the game with this group if he can.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He doesn't want to put Devin back in. He doesn't want to put Dylan back in.
Royce O'Neal right now the only starter that's played 30 minutes, and it's right at 30. Book with 29, Dylan with 26. They've gotten a big night off the bench. 54 bench points. 16 from Collin, 14 from Oso, but you got Goodwin pitching in 7, 5 from Livers, 8 from Nick Richards.
Royce is on borrowed time. He's getting ready to get out of there in a second. Jordan is not going to put the bench guys in this early with 5 minutes. Next minute or so, they'll be in.
And Hansen showing his footwork. 7'2", 270 pounds. He's adding to his new career high. That 3-ball on the way. Tapped out and controlled. Caleb Love. Love on the drive inside. Gillespie steps in. The quick hands of Jordan Goodwin. Up to Ryan Dunn. And Dunn taking Yang to the boom room.
I think he kind of waited for Yang.
Just kind of sent him a little invitation. Here's the key card. Come on in.
There it is. He kind of waited for him. And Yang said, okay. I saw him earlier dump the ball pretty hard. No, I'm not going to do nothing.
Ryan's had himself a night, career high 5 steals, 9 points.
Nice move.
Terrific drive and finish right there. Sidy Cissoko. Oso looking inside for the Suns rookie Rasheer Fleming, and Rasheer says, yep, that's my bad.
Yeah, he goes to the ball. I mean, there was no one there. Cut right behind the defender. You got a layup.
Bashir, 6 minutes tonight. He's got 4 points. Love drives inside. Back to Sissoko.
Man, a little sidewinder there.
This is second made 3 on the season as Tiago Splitter looks like being on the front of the back-to-back in the current state of the game. He's going to let this unit off the bench finish it for Portland as Gillespie floats it up and in, adding to his season high, which is 18 now for Kyle Gillespie. 6 assists.
He had the 3, right? Wasn't comfortable. So he goes to the bucket and then he gets the draw opportunity to get the contact and gets it done.
Nigel Hayes-Davis, Nick Richards both checking in here. Collin just continues to stack good game after good game this season.
And Friday is an in-season tournament.
That's right.
So Suns are 1-0. So got to continue to take care of business in that situation as well.
And fighting for position against the Suns veteran big man Nick Richards will be whistled for the foul.
Nick Richards.
Yang, the 9th Chinese player to be drafted in the NBA.
Look, we have a lot of good basketball players over there. I've had an opportunity to go over to China a number of times, and they have a tremendous teaching aspect to their players, so I'm not shocked.
The Suns' newest player on the floor already here tonight. Jameer Bouye as Fleming leaves that corner 3 short with the save, but nobody to throw it to. Driving traffic there. That one's jarred free.
Suns 21. Nigel Hayes-Davis is first 15 foul penalty.
You get a look at Bouye, 26 years of age.
Yeah, you got to look at him, made from the same school Bill Russell was from. Hey, you know, San Francisco.
Good shot.
It's always good to see a player that doesn't give up on the game, keeps playing. 26 years old and has earned an opportunity to come up to the big team.
His 20th career NBA game, 5 different teams, but the Suns like what they saw out of the G League action he's had as Richards will take that elbow jumper, leaves it short. Fleming tapping once, twice, can't control. Loose ball. Hayes-Davis. On the run out, Caleb Love. Bouye showing, wow, his defensive chops. Went high, got the block, but in transition, the Suns turn it over. Reith plants the 3.
Did you see the leaping power of Bouye?
He came off that floor quick. Left wing 3 on the way. Jordan Goodwin adding to that Suns bench totals. Goodwin in double figures with 10. Nice reverse inside. The Suns have made 10 or more 3-point field goals now in 15 consecutive games. That's the longest streak to begin the season all time in Suns history. 13 of 39. And we saw the bench points, 60. Goodwin turns the corner, gets into the paint, leaves that little floater short. Love, no addition side to Yang Hansen. Richards got the block, the redirect back to Yang.
Tell you what,
That's a young fella. I'm impressed by him. He moves well.
He got some stuff. He's got some stuff with him.
Yeah.
Good block there by Bouye. Well, Hansen has very good balance. He's really quick to the ball, too, around the paint.
Good touch from the line. I'd say that the two rookies, Hansen and Love, considering the injury state that the Blazers are currently in, and bought themselves a few more rotational minutes, perhaps. Fleming driving, cut up there by Love. A step back jumper in the face of the defender, no. Hayes Davis keeps it alive. And the Suns are going to improve to 9-6. Another three-ball connection. And welcome to Phoenix, Jamaree Bouyea. Yang trying to add to it. Just his fourth three-point attempt on the season. A little too strong with that offering. He takes a handoff, driving inside on Sissoko. Gives it right back. Hayes Davis on the drive. Got that little floater short. Fleming reaching, won't get there. Loose ball, Suns recover. Jordan Goodwin will advance it. Hayes Davis looking at Jordan Ott saying, we're just going to take the turnover, and they're not going to try to score. The Suns will improve to 9-6 on the season. They will pick up their third road win of the season. And it was an impressive third quarter by Phoenix that created a separation, and unlike Sunday, they did not open the door for any kind of a comeback. 127-110, the final. Amanda's going to catch up with Colin Gillespie, finishing with his season high 19. Suns bench went for 63. And we mentioned it just a few moments ago, but the fact that only 29 minutes for Book, only 26 for Dillon, Ryan 26, Mark 21. You get the win, long flight home, and a few days rest.
Yeah, I mean, look, one player only plays over 30 minutes, and that's Royce O'Neal. And, you know, huge game on Friday. So you get a good chance to probably rest up a little bit tomorrow and get back to work on Thursday. And here I am saying that, right? But I'm sure they're hoping that.
Let's swing it over to Amanda.
Colin, a new season high from the bench, 63 points, 19 of which a new season high for you, 19 of which came from you. Just what did you see from that unit working together tonight?
Yeah, just taking what they were giving us. Their bigs were really far down the floor, so just coming off, being aggressive, ready to shoot, sharing the ball. But it was really on defense, getting stops and getting out in transition in the second half, just cleaning that up.
You look at the defense, 19 steals from you guys tonight. Just what was working and kind of with those active hands?
Yeah, I mean, just being disruptive, being in a shell. We know that they're, I think, the #1 driving team in the league, so they want to get to the rim, get downhill. We had to be in a shell, show bodies, show a crowd, and we did a pretty good job of that, and then we were able to get out in transition when we did get stops.
And then finally, Colin, what does it say about this Suns team that you were able to come out, respond the way that you did after Sunday's game?
Yeah, I mean, that was unacceptable for us. We know that, learn from it, grow from it, try to not let it happen again. We were in that position tonight, and Book was in the huddle preaching, don't let it happen again. So just trying to keep growing, keep getting better from it. But it was a good win for us tonight.
Since you mentioned Book, I have to ask, what did you think of both pairs of shoes, the Book 2s, the Rising and then the Phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, they were cool. We've seen them a little bit throughout practice, him just breaking them in. But, yeah, shout out to Book. Hopefully he gets us all a pair.
Awesome. Colin, thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Colin. As the Suns secure the victory impressively, 127-110. Next Suns game Friday as the Suns welcome Ant-Man and the Timberwolves to the Valley for an NBA Cup matchup. You can catch that game on CBS 5 with Suns Game Time starting things at 6:30 p.m. For our amazing crew. The graphics queen, Brianna Janela, Seti Dean, the replay machine, Amanda Pflugrad. Our director, David, Big Game Hunter Hughes, our producer Ryan Babalugas, the smooth shooter Eddie Johnson. I'm Kevin Ray saying so long, good night from Portland. Suns win it. Now stay tuned for Suns Game Time post game, sponsored by Sweet James with your host Tom Leander and Tom Chambers.
Max One Music. Max Wanted Music.